It's been a hot few days in Belfast, Northern Ireland, and the sun has been shining, but who was able to handle the heat as the European qualifiers got underway? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football for the beginning of the European qualifying rounds. We've got Champions League, we've got Europa League, we've got Conference League here as these teams are trying to fight their way through to the league phase. And it's not all teams can make it to Champions League finals. Some teams have to start here in the first qualifying round. Sometimes it's as good as it gets for some of these teams. And yeah, it's the highlight of their season. July, they get a little bit of sunshine. They get about £10,000 and they get maybe 0.25 coefficient points. And for some of these clubs, that's as good as their European journey can get. But others will be hoping to go all the way. They'll be hoping to go into the league phase, and we're going to see how they all got on, as well as that Battle of Ireland, as we've seen Shelbourne and Linfield clash here for a spot in round 2. But with that said, a couple of good days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, with Champions League, Europa League, Conference League. It's good to be back.
It is great to be back. Premier Sports Cup at the weekend, then we do it again midweek with this second legs fired in as well. Belfast will host Linfield versus Shelbourne, leg 2. The first one was spicy, but before we get into the heat of Dublin, let's get into the heat of the new Saints. I was going to say where the heat of the new... Where are the new Saints actually based? Do you know? I couldn't even tell you where they are, man. I mean, the thing you would say is probably Swansea or Cardiff, but I honestly could not tell you. They are from... Oh, where is that?
Oh, they're based in England? Right, well, fair enough.
How much of disasters... So hold on here, right? A team that's based in England plays in the Welsh League, but the two biggest Welsh clubs play in the English League? What sort of shitey deal's that? Do you think the new Saints realised here? Hold on. Why should we try and compete in England? We can go to Wales and dominate.
Or why don't they just look how successful Swansea and Cardiff are, and look what Wrexham's doing. Maybe we should go there. That's a bit of a mess. So you've got the new Saints who are based in England, playing in Wales. Then you've got Cardiff and Swansea who are based in Wales, playing in England.
That is a disaster.
Bit of a disaster. But anyway, they got off to a 0-0 draw. Not a disaster, but probably wanted to have some sort of lead going into the second leg. By no means are they out of it. But yeah, I think I think I predicted a 1-0 win here for the new Saints, so they'll be slightly disappointed, but...
Home advantage away for leg 2. Malmo, to me, look like the only team...
Hold on, you can't say home advantage away. That just sounds too... That's too confusing. Home advantage away.
No, but I mean the home advantage.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but that you can't say that.
What, so the simpletons won't understand it?
Pretty much.
But you did. And you're a simpleton. Alright, like me now.
Listen, Tord. You cannot home advantage away.
Alright, Ree.
No, but how can you think that doesn't... That's just not on. That's unacceptable.
Well, the home advantage is non-existent anymore because they're travelling away. How about that?
Home advantage away. I mean, what the fuck? Anyway, let's just move on.
Well, you know what? Your club's getting the advantage home or away because they're not in Europe. It's just down Gorgie way, isn't it? There'll be no European adventures this season. Hold that, L. Alright? Anyway, Malmo, I'd say they're the only team that are through. Would you agree? Actually, and Stade Bucharest, they're both through. They're the two games I'm looking at. User right, alright.
Stade Bucharest were through as soon as that draw got made, to be fair.
Right, what about Windsor Park next week then? Till Linfield have a chance? So...
Oh, absolutely. Only lost 1-0 against Shelbourne.
They were shite though, they got absolutely scudded. It should have been more than 1-0. I'll say that. I reviewed the game, I watched the game.
You played the game?
I watched this game instead of PSG Real Madrid. Better atmosphere.
More important as well.
Fucking damn.
I would definitely say that a spot in the second qualifying round of the Champions League is more important than the FIFA Club World Cup.
So David Healy, can he lead his men to overturn this?
Well, he's been there a long time. Who knows? I think they've got a chance. A good game though. Maybe wouldn't mind going to that Windsor Park.
Could be a spicy affair on the 15th of July, I tell you that.
16th.
16th,
right.
Sorry. But you know what? I think
right
it's,
there in front of you, you still got it wrong.
That's it. Wouldn't be the first time. I think it's a shame that both of them have actually ended up getting each other because it means one of them's going to lose out on making it through to the next round and getting that big cushion of going down. into a better qualifying position.
Yeah, one of them will be eliminated. It's close though.
It is close, but I think looking at Shelbourne looked a few steps above them. Now here, maybe Linfield can get it right at Windsor Park, but I don't see them doing it.
It's one of those results where they maybe would have taken that, to be honest. If you said to Linfield you only lose 1-0 and you'll bring it back to Windsor Park for the second leg, I think they maybe would have taken that.
No, I think you're bang on the money with that. But looking down the rest of the order, any other games standing out to you?
Not really. Bunch of Diddy teams really into it at the end of the day.
Noah were in the group stage of the Conference League last year, I believe. So with that Olympia Ljubljana. So a few teams that I recognise there. Oh wait, what way would you say it then?
Well, that's...
yeah, go for it. It's alright. It's right in front of you, sure. Easy to say.
Olympia Ljubljana.
That was no bad.
That's alright, isn't it? See? Well, I know my names.
Where are Hearts?
Woo! Am I the only one that thought Belarus were not allowed to play in the Champions League?
There was definitely something I think they're just not allowed fans or something.
Alright, okay.
Something like that. Anyway, we'll move into the Europa League, which featured none of the home nations. So, in terms of games that we want to talk about,
well, we did say Shakhtar Donetsk were like probably easily the best team here,
and Prishtina's Pishtina.
Yeah, I think they've went and proved that, haven't they? So 6-0 win for them.
Legia Warsaw, that's pretty shite, to be honest.
Yeah, did that Sheriff team no get a draw against Real Madrid?
They beat Real Madrid.
That's a mad result.
Somebody call the Sheriff.
That's an absolute mad result. Aye, but
they beat Real Madrid the year Madrid won it.
That's crazy, isn't it? No, outside of a couple of games though, a lack of goals in this round for sure. A couple of 0-0s in there, a bunch of 1-0s. Not many goals being scored.
Absolutely, but we'll move on to the Conference League. That's what we're after here, folks. All right, so a lot of games. Now, there is one game it's no in. It's Valor versus Flora. I'm not overly bothered with it. Late kickoff, apparently the Icelandics do it a wee bit
Well, you do sound a wee bit depressed over it, like. Is there any reason why that is?
I stuck big money on Flora.
Okay.
And they're getting beat.
What, the entire revenue of this channel?
Aye.
Is that big money in your eyes?
3 pence.
Your Tom. Oh, the buggy! Bet the buggy! Aye, well. NSI have defeated Helsinki by 4-0. Absolute fucking shocker as far as
that is a shocker, isn't it?
Now, I don't, by no means do I think Helsinki are a great team, right? They're not. But a team from the Faroe Islands shouldn't be pumping anybody 4-0. And see if it was 4-0 the other way, I wouldn't blink. I'd maybe go, what? They probably did better than I expected. But that is crazy. And actually, if you look at this, Faroe Islands have done a double header here over the Finland teams. That's insane.
That is insane. No,
somebody call Anthony Emmy because they're finished.
Yeah, I mean the Finns have took a fucking batter in here.
Finns have been cut off them.
They have.
The gills have been sliced.
Have
the McGills been in?
I don't know what's happened here. Portacini 1 each. St. Pat's 1-0.
I don't know how many still game references we can make here, but I don't think there's any game left in Finland. I tell you what, I think Helsinki are out.
The cold got him.
The cold got him.
He's away.
The shite got him. He's eliminated. Anyway, Helsinki are done, aren't they, man? Come on. They ain't coming back. Oh, I mean, to be fair, what I would say is, if I never seen that result, I
would say Helsinki at home could easily win 4-0.
Yeah, but just the fact that they've lost 4-0 is beginning make me think. But then again, if they can lose 4-0, then surely they can win 4-0.
Yeah, but now that team's got something to defend, you know what I mean? If they just park the bus, I don't see
Helsinki. It's a fucking shocker result.
Right, St. Pat's 1-0.
Alright, St. Pat. Oh, hold on, what about the Tre Fuori? San Marino.
La Puffery. That's a wee still game reference.
1-0 San Marino.
A few in here.
Do you think San Marino getting a team through to the next round, possibly? 1-0 win.
What do you make Desic versus the Celtics?
Aye, that's plenty. That is fucking plenty.
That's the Celtics.
Aye. Right, St. Patrick's with a win. I thought they were, I think I went with 2-0. Look, Lithuanian teams are by no means, walkovers. I do think St. Patrick's will be in the next round, but, it's tight. 1-0 it's not a great result to take, especially when you have to go away from home. I'd say that ties in the balance.
No, it is absolutely.
St Patrick's probably slight favourites, but don't think they'll be feeling overly confident. Larne nil, Oda nil.
That's bogus.
That's a disappointing result. I thought Larne would have won this, and I had £40 in my Bet365 account, and I was going to stick it on Larne. I thought, you know what, actually, I'll stick on a Chinese instead. And
No, you did. It was all right. No, it doesn't help, Lauren. The fact that they play at Windsor Park, I know it's no real excuse, right? But to me, that's a neutral ground, right? Because I know the cup finals do get played at Windsor Park, right? And but it's like last year with Rangers playing at Hampden isn't a home game against Kiev. Like, yeah, Larne are more used to playing at Windsor Park.
No, but
and Rangers are.
Yeah,
Hampden.
but at least Hampden's in Glasgow, and it's a lot more accessible for Rangers fans to get to. I mean, could you imagine if Aberdeen were playing their European games at Hampden? That'd be pish.
Yeah, aye, but Aberdeen's like 100 miles from Glasgow. Larne's about 20 from Belfast, so it's hardly fucking.
Yeah, but still, I think for that kind of rabid, hostile atmosphere.
I say the rabid Wolverine. What's he doing in Larne?
Would Larne not? I think it'd be better for Larne if they had like a smaller stadium, but they packed out with other fans. But I get it. I don't think
Inver Park, I believe it's called.
I don't think the Larne Stadium has got the capacity to host a European game.
I'm willing to bet big money that Inver Park is better than fucking half the stadiums on this. You can't tell me that San Marino, Tre Fleury is packing a stadium it's capable, man.
Maybe they play in the San Siro, I don't know. But yeah, let's say Larne and Linfield both got into, let's say, the Conference League and they're both playing on Thursdays. Well, I mean, then they can't play Windsor Park, can they?
They force. But then I'm trying to think. The Oval. Look at the state of the Oval. There's no way they could play at the Oval.
Yeah, but I mean, why should Larne fans have to travel to East Belfast? Just a bit shite, isn't it?
I mean, the Oval got bombed by the Nazis in World War II and they still haven't fucking renovated it.
Is that why it's only got fucking 2 stands? Jesus Christ. I had a chippy there once.
The Ovals became an off.
Aye. Anyway, Harvard West County lost by 2-1 against Floriana. I thought it could have went either way.
Floriana.
They've still got a chance. They'll have the home advantage in the next leg.
I wonder they're based in England.
I don't know. Anyway, Torpedo.
It's a missile.
Rabaniki, they definitely got torpedoed. They're beat. The Magpies lost by 3-2. Petro Cub lost by 1-0. Dudgeland, that plane certainly crashed 2-0. They lost to Athletic Club. What else have we got in there? Racing Union. Their engine must have exploded there. 2-1. They got defeated.
That's plenty.
La Forietta, San Marino side there, losing by 3-0.
Right, penny bond.
Oh, well, that's aiming.
Fought for your pennies, penny for your thoughts. 3-0.
Unfortunately, the only Welsh team that can really do anything is TNS.
And
the
they're English,
so yeah, well,
work that one.
yeah. Sad, isn't it? St Joseph's 2, Cliftonville 2.
And the winner gets Shamrock Rovers, so interesting one.
Well, Cliftonville, you've surely got to get through this tie, don't you, man?
I think they will. They've taken it back to North Belfast. I think they'll get the job done.
Yeah, and then Santa Coloma, they defeated Borac Banja Luka by 4-1. So, yeah, most of these ties, I mean, a lot of them I'd say are pretty much over. But, there's half of them are over, half of them are still in the balance. But, yeah, Larne and Cliftonville, I think I expect them to both to do a little bit better.
I mean, I don't know, because I think the Latvian league's actually all right.
Yeah, but at home, I think you'd want to win that.
You would, and I think it is definitely up in the balance. As for Cliftonville, I think as long as you don't get the beat away from home, you've done all right, and I do believe they'll get the job done. Anyway, that's it for the European Review Show. At the end of next week's European Review Show, we'll have all the countries' coefficients up, and we'll see who gained some much-needed coefficient points, because what's the most important cup of the year?
Coefficient?
Aye, the coefficient cup, that's for damn sure. Anyway, till next time. Peace.